Hi, Trenton. How you doing? Okay. All right. So, yes, late submission. So you're aware of that. Yes. And, I'm just going to take a second because I think it's really important. And I've been spending a few minutes with each student who submitted their work on Sunday. And just to describe the relevant importance of submitting work to the critique board by the deadline. And of course, the reason is so that you can receive feedback from myself as well as your peers, and if applicable, apply that feedback to your final submission to make sure that you're touching on all of the requirements of the assignment. Okay, let me give you an example. So if I jump over here to the project begin page, and I'm going to jump right down here, and where the heck am I? Right here at the end. A lot of students kind of missed this, so I'm really keying in on the importance of defining your target audience. Graphic design is all about communication, and communication is the most expeditious when it's created with the intent of communicating to the needs and expectations of a specific target audience. As a designer, it's up to you to define that specific target audience to a very, very high degree. It will assist you in your ability to communicate with that audience, and it's really one of the basic foundational cornerstones in all of graphic design is a very detailed description and definition of your target audience. That said, if we jump over to your work, we can see that none of the pieces here include your target audience. And let me see. Okay, so we have the 3 posters, and then if we go into your writing, there's no description there of the target audience. So you're missing one of the requirements here. Now, had this been submitted by the deadline, then I would mention that you're missing your target audience. You could just jump right in here and add your target audience to your final submission at the end of the week to make sure that you're gathering all of the available points associated with each and every project in the class. And I mentioned this formula in specific relevance because this is the formula we follow for the rest of the duration of the class, is where we submit to the critique board first, receive comments, apply the comments to your final submission. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, so again, we're missing our target audience here. As far as the pieces go, the intent for the pieces, Legend of Vampire King Dracula's portrait, vulnerable. Despite his powers, he does not have it all, and that's okay. That's okay. I think that the description of each of these is really fantastic. However, one other thing we're missing is the basic intent of the piece. So over here, the second to last example, indicate whether the poster be used to promote event, introduce a person or organization, or advertise. So it's really promotional, informational, or advertising. And that's something that should be specified here in your writing as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump. I think the sketches are really great. I do. I think each of them have a really interesting aspect to them. Good job defining. Obviously here you're using a serif typeface. Obviously here it's a sans serif, and then obviously here that's a decorative. So along with it looks like a script right there. So my only other recommendation is you're saying Dracula, but so what about Dracula? Is that it? Is that just all you want to say, or maybe you could say something like a movie poster monster series or something like that, Dracula, or in any one of these you could have some kind of a headline or something up here that says being part of a series, so that would include this kind of promotional aspect of and really defining the intent of the piece even further. So something like that. And I'm just using that as an example, but movie monster series, The Werewolf, movie monster series, or you could even say Trent's movie monster series, Werewolf, Trent's movie monster series, Dracula. Do you see what I'm saying? So that you're adding just a little bit more intent to the piece. Now, as far as the sketches go, I think they're great. They really are. They each got a really unique and well-defined focal point. And I think each one is communicating the message of the monster itself, as far as the illustrative style here that you're depicting with your sketches. So the sketches, I think, are pretty good. I would recommend moving in the direction that you feel has the most potential. So in other words, I'm not going to recommend one poster over the other, because I don't want to really play art director in this class. I just want to kind of let you make your own decisions, and I'll fill in the blanks as to where I think that the work could show improvement. Okay, so in this particular case, I think that you feel free to pursue the example that you think has the most potential. All right. Please let me know if my comments make sense, specifically the part about getting these in on time so that you can apply any kind of critical feedback to your final submission. All right, good job, Trent. Questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Thank you very much.